What is going on, guys? Shadow870 here, and I'm bringing you a little breakdown video that I wanted to put up. I kind of want to show you guys this gameplay, and I really wanted to kind of break it down on what I did right and what I did wrong, and all the different decisions I made. Because I've really been kind of into this whole rushing thing lately, and I've been really kind of just straight up like I've been absolutely all up in. I've been rushing all over the place. That's basically the only thing I have been doing for like the past few weeks is rushing. So I wanted to break it down. Now, one of my favorite things to do in rushing is to play as aggressive as I can and just kind of enjoy it. Like, when you play as aggressive as you can while rushing, it's like there's a big payoff, but there's also a huge letdown if it doesn't work out. And that's the key thing about rushing is that there's like a huge risk, but there's like a high reward as well. So it's kind of like you have to balance out what you want, what you kind of like value, and that's really the big thing. The biggest part about rushing is I love it. It's really fun, and it's a fun way to play the game. Now, personally, there's all different types of rushing classes and all different types of rushing weapons and all different types of ways you can rush around and run around, but I like to throw on lightweight, fast hands, dexterity, and two concussions, and then whatever submachine gun I want of my choice. There are a few people who like to use pistols or maybe even shotguns, but I really kind of like to stick with the SMGs because they're the most balanced out of all the weapon classes that you can choose that have a lot of speed. My favorite weapon in this game, I would probably go with the MSMC. That's probably my favorite SMG to rush around with. Whenever I look at an SMG, I always compare it to the UMP-45 from Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, because the UMP-45, I treat that as basically my benchmark. You know, the UMP-45, in my opinion, was the best gun that I've ever used in Call of Duty ever. It's hands down the best gun I've ever used and my favorite gun. So when I look at an SMG, I like to compare it to that and see how well it stacks up against it. And the MSMC comes really freaking close. It's really right up there. But I still got to give the nod to the UMP-45. There's not really a whole lot of explanation to do with rushing, though. It's not like, alright guys, well, you gotta lock down this spot and play this way and take these measures to make sure that this doesn't happen or this bullshit doesn't happen. The only thing I can tell you guys about rushing is two things. A, still think, when you're rushing, you're not a fucking idiot. You're not gonna run out there and, like, fucking hurt to dirt, die every 5 seconds. So, when you're rushing, be methodical about it. Don't be a fucking moron. I think that goes without saying, but some people just don't understand. Some people are like, I'm gonna rush, guys, look at me, run out in the middle of the map and die, because it's stupid. But, when you're rushing, be methodical about it, Don't put yourself in a situation where you're gonna get camped on. Run around the map. That's why you have all these fucking running perks. Run around the map, flank again, flank after you flank before you flank, while you're flanking. Like that that's how you have to rush. Be methodical about it, but two, just have fun. Like, you don't have to sit there and be like, oh shit, man, God, I should have gotten that triple kill while I was rushing. God damn it, my life is over. I'm gonna quit Call of Duty and go play Battlefield. Like, no, just have fun. That's like the biggest thing. When you're rushing, you don't have to fucking think. There's not like this huge, like, oh shit, man, I really gotta consider this thing. It's like, do whatever the fuck you want. You're rushing, free-minded, whatever you want to do, run. And if you do well, that's great for you. Then you can brag to the other team, get them pissed off, and play another game while they're pissed off. Or if you don't do as well, who gives a shit? Like, who's gonna judge you when you don't do well? Not even when you're rushing. Overall, like, who's gonna sit there and like judge you after you get out of that lobby where assholes are like, fuck you, you suck? Who after that is gonna judge you? Like, when you walk out and you talk to your dad the next day and you're talking to him, you're like, hey dad, I went 9-14 on Call of Duty yesterday. He's not gonna be like, fuck you, son, I'm unfreaking parenting you, and walk away. He really probably won't even give a shit. Like, no one cares if you did bad or not. Like, really, I mean, I just don't understand. But it's just it's the way people react. It's funny. But rushing, in my opinion, although it may not be the most consistent way to play this game, I got to kill with the concussion. It may not be the most consistent way to play this game, but it's definitely the funnest way that you can play this game. Like, for real, I can't get enough of it. It's just that fun. So, I mean, that's really all I have to say about rushing. It's just fun. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment on what you thought of the video, like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Later.